I mean, we'll go to any lengths if you want him on house arrest, if you want him on an ankle bracelet. We want to get him out of custody.
That was the plea from 16-year-old William Garcia's attorney today. They're asking a judge to let him out of jail.
Yeah, Garcia is one of 4 kids charged with running down bicyclist Scott Habermill with a stolen car, killing him. Now, earlier this year, the judge ruled Garcia would be locked up until his trial.
But his attorney argues new evidence should reverse that decision. Alika Medina has the breakdown of the argument from both sides.
Tessa Trevor, Garcia's attorney says it all really centers around one part of the case. When the investigation started, evidence showed there were 3 kids in the car at the time. But earlier this year, we learned a 4th kid, Elijah Ingo King, was also in the car. The defense used the new evidence as a judge reconsidered Garcia's release.
I think my client should be released. And I think this goes hand in hand with the fact that there's new evidence.
That's what 16-year-old William Garcia's attorney argued as he faced Judge David Murphy Tuesday afternoon, asking him to reconsider his release.
I feel like the court was misled.
Attorney Lisa Taraco argued the new evidence shows a 4th person, Elijah Ingo King, was also in the back seat and made at least one comment to bump Scott Habermill with the car.
What we do know for sure is it goes silent in shock at that man being hit. And yes, the car drives off. My client's in the back seat of the car. My client has no control over where the car goes. We don't know what is said, but the driver made that decision for all 3 of the other people in the car.
Investigators say Garcia, along with 15-year-old Ingo King, 13-year-old Jonathan Overbay, and then 11-year-old Messiah Hayes were in the car that hit and killed Habermill in May of last year. Investigators uncovered the 4 recorded themselves as it happened. During the hearing, Taraco also called on expert forensic psychologist Dr. Susan Cave. She testified Garcia is more of a follower and has a conscientious image.
He's aware of who he is, how he acts, and how he deals with other people. And he does it in a conscientious way, in a careful, thoughtful way. He's not impulsive. He's not a bully. You know, he's aware of the effect he has on other people.
But the state further argued Garcia knew what he was doing and should stay in jail.
It's almost worse if he's thoughtful than it is if he's reckless. If, in fact, the defendant is an extraordinarily thoughtful, non-impulsive individual, every single decision that led to the death of this human being was something that he thought out and knew could happen.
Judge Murphy says he is going to review all the arguments and will have a decision made by Monday morning.
Okay, so we got a little less than a full week until we know what happens here. These kids are the focus of our latest 4 Investigates Missing Pieces story. Our 4 Investigates team has looked at the various issues with our state's juvenile justice system. There are many that need to be addressed, but we explored the burning question that so many people ask when we share stories of juvenile violence in our city, in our state. A lot of people want to know, where are the parents in these situations, because their kids allegedly have access to weapons, to drugs. They're out committing these alleged crimes at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So people want to know, where are mom and dad? Why are they not supervising them? So what did we learn about all 4 kids' parents in this latest Missing Pieces?
Well, Garcia's parents joined today's virtual hearing. Okay. And in fact, at one point, the judge kicked out his mother because she was discussing evidence in a public message. Our 4 Investigates team obtained video from the moment Will and Janice Garcia learned their son was under investigation for Habermill's murder. Garcia was already in a holding cell at the police station having a snack and water before his parents arrived. Will and Janice Garcia told police they wanted to be with their son when investigators questioned him. They expressed concern for their son, talked about the environment they're surrounded in, and then they lawyered up fairly quickly.
Bad situations and bad decisions, and I'm a mom, I can't help but break, and he's daddy gonna break, but me, that's my baby, so I lost it. It's the city, man, it's the city. Sometimes it feels like it doesn't really matter how much you.
Willie's always home on his place. That's all he does. And look, that still happened. We believe he's innocent to a certain extent, if not mostly innocent. So I know that we don't want to talk about anything without an attorney.
Okay.
And I know we've instructed him to do the same thing.
Okay.
So that's where we are now.
You can see more of these interviews with the parents in our latest 4 Investigates on KOB.com.
All right, Alika, we'll see what comes Monday, of course, with that decision. Now, as for the other suspects in this case, a spokesperson for the Bernalillo County District Attorney says prosecutors plan to try Engel King as an adult for murder. Meanwhile, 13-year-old Jonathan Overbay pleaded guilty to murder and will be in jail until he's 21. Detectives also identified Messiah Hayes in this investigation. He was just 11 years old at the time of this. He was the one allegedly waving the gun around in that stolen car. He's now also facing a murder charge. I know we covered a lot, and this case is far from being over. We're going to continue to follow it through the court system. You can find all our reports and our 4 Investigates Missing Pieces series at KOB.com.